settling onto your mat, coming into Sukhasana, your seat of comfort, your seat of choice. Let's bring our thumb to the folded index finger, Vayu Mudra, palms face down. Eyes softly closed or gazing down towards the earth. Using this opportunity, come into momentary stillness, into presence. As you begin to inhale, draw the breath into the abdomen. Allow the abdomen to expand, ribs to open, chest to rise. 3-part yogic breath, Dirga Pranayama. And as you exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine. Allow the ribs to curl in, chest to fall. 3-part yogic breath out. Inhaling, belly expands, ribs open, chest rises. Exhaling, navel to the spine, ribs curl in, chest falls. Continue with this pattern of breath, Dirga Pranayama. Inhaling, belly, ribs, chest, rise, expand, fill. Exhaling, navel, ribs, chest, contract, draw in. Inhale, fullness. Exhale, emptiness. Inhale, uplifting. Exhale, downward drawing. Inhale, to embrace and receive. Exhale, to release and offer. 3-part Dirga Pranayama. Inhaling, belly expand, ribs open, chest rises. Exhaling, navel draws to the spine, ribs curling, chest falls. This full breath. And now with the next breath, I invite you to let go of this breath work and return to your natural rhythm, the ebb and flow of your breath as it rises and falls in its usual pattern. Bring the hands together in Namaskar at the heart. Inhaling fully to open our practice by chanting Om, the primordial vibration of the universe, the seed sound at the very root of creation. Inhale fully. Om. 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 Namaste. Sasrikal, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. Welcome. Our practice today is a practice We're in the waxing moon, and we're moving towards the full moon in Gemini, known as the cold moon. This full moon heralds the season of winter and comes just before the winter solstice, the shortest day, the longest night of the year. The Gemini influence draws upon the energy of air, the mutable, changeable energy. Our practice today will be influenced by the element of air, vayu, and the nature of this moon that we are moving into, this full moon. Inhaling, reach up with your arms above your crown and bring your hands together. Exhale to the heart. Draw your arms out, reach up, creating a big, embracing circle of the full moon. Our mantra for today is Om Som Somaya Namaha. Som is the nectar or the amrita that is released at the soma chakra, just below the chakra, just below the hairline. This is intertwined with the moon, the lunar energies. And it is said that this nectar nourishes, replenishes, rehydrates us. So the full moon is when this nectar, as it's full, at its richest, as its most nourishing. And we can all agree that during the winter season, we draw upon all of the energies that will benefit us, that will help us to stay warm and comforted during the long, lean, dark winter. Exhale, let's bring the right hand to the earth and reach up and over with the left arm in Vayu Mudra. Vayu Mudra is the left index finger folded and thumb at the knuckle. Sweep the arm forward to create a circle, and so that we come over to the right hand side. And then let's move from left to right by sweeping across the earth in front of us. Moving in each direction at least 3 times, if not more. And we're going to finish on the left side. The right arm reaching up and over. Back to center. Let's remove your block if you were seated and bring the soles of your feet together into Kanasana. Open out the feet. So bring the little toe sides to connect as if you're opening up the pages of a book. And perhaps with your hands, you open out your feet. Some of us may have more movement here in the ankles than others. We are creating an opening at the feet. Doesn't matter whether it's small or large. Knees drawing down towards the earth. Lift the heart. Lift the crown. And gently, as you exhale, fold as far forward as you can reach. Maintain length in the spine. And gaze down towards the feet, so that we can begin to stimulate the soma chakra just below the hairline, above the third eye, the Ajna chakra. This amrita can help to calm feelings of anxiety or heightened emotions that we experience during this sort of change-making, changeable moon. We may feel flighty, restless, unpredictable, fickle, perhaps. 3 more breaths here. Fold a little more forward. And then let's extend the left leg long. Tuck in the right heel in towards you and extend and fold over the left leg. Perhaps you connect with your leg connect with your feet. You can wrap your peace fingers, your index and middle around the big toe, and press the toe with the nail of the toe with the thumb of your hand. And you can even loop over with your right arm towards the left. Gaze up towards the moon. One more breath here. Draw through center. Bring the right hand to the earth, left hand to the heart. Lift your seat off the earth to rise up into Chandrasana, the half wild thing pose. Hands can reach up and over if you wish with your left arm. Exhale back to the earth. Take the right leg, cross it over the left. An option to keep that left leg extended or fold it in towards your right hip. Coming into seated half twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So lengthen here. And as you exhale, either hug the right knee in with the left elbow or take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Lengthen through the crown as you breathe in, drawing the crown up towards the sky. As you exhale, turn deeper at the torso. This could be a very subtle or gentle movement. Oh, pardon me. This really gets, sort of wrings out the digestive system, which is a good thing, my friend. See, that's the air. Over your right shoulder, gazing behind you. And then inhale, turn your head to center, followed by your heart, followed by your arms and hands. Gaze down towards the earth on the left. And back to center, my friends. Now, while we're here, we're going to move into shoelace pose or Gomukhasana, cow pose. So let's edge the little toe side of your right foot away from you so that you can bring the right knee a little bit closer to the left knee. If this feels really uncomfortable for your hips, you can come into the half shoelace pose by extending the left leg long. And so you're crossing the right knee over the left leg. So 2 variations here, half shoelace or full shoelace. Depends on how it feels in your hips. You can also place, I have no cushions nearby today. I have a block. So you can always place a block underneath your knee to lift your knees up a little bit so it eases the tension in the hips here. Lengthen here. We'll take a moment here before we bring our arms into cow face pose. So we have our legs in cow face pose or shoelace pose. Gomukhasana. Lengthen. And then let's draw out our arms so they're parallel to the earth. Turn the right palm towards the back of the room and then bend into the right elbow and tuck it towards the middle of your back. Reach up with the left arm and then reach behind your back with the left hand and endeavor to bring the hands towards each other. This may be a sort of a bit of a way. So for example, I'm holding onto my t-shirt because I can't reach hands together due to the way that my right arm is built, the way that I use my body. So grab hold of the back of your t-shirt or a belt. Keep lengthening that left elbow up towards the sky. So you open the left armpit, lift the heart. The crown is reaching up. Gaze is parallel. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. 3 breaths here. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Invoking the full radiance, brilliance of the full moon. And the nectar or amrita that it delivers this nourishing light which feeds the body, feeds the soul. Release the left hand, reach up. Exhale, left hand down to the earth, and then gently slide away the right hand. Keep the right hand facing back. And then let's cross the arms in front of us. Bring the hands to the opposite shoulders. My left elbow is on top of my right elbow for it, if you wish to know this. You can bring the backs of the hands together or wrap the right fingertips onto the left palm and lift the elbows. Coming into eagle arms, Garudasana. This is the counter pose to Gomukhasana. And then let's release. Let's roll the shoulders one way, then the other way. Turn the gaze to the left, turn the gaze to the right. And then let's uncross our legs and stretch them long for a moment. Perhaps you walk them here. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, forward fold here, before we move on to the other side. Flex the feet here, so that the toes are reaching up. Push out through the heels of your foot. You can have a soft bend in your knees or a deep bend in your knees. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Lengthen the sternum, broaden the collarbone. Lift the crown. Find your gaze on the horizon. Reach up with your hands in your Vayu Mudra. As you exhale, hinge from the hips and reach forward. And then release the hands down towards the legs. Melt your heart down towards the knees. Bow your head here. Allow your body to luxuriate in the sweet nectar. This nectar can be soothing and calming, reassuring. The sign of Gemini, this full moon Gemini, means there's a lot of moving energy that is in constant flux. So drawing upon the nourishment can help to calm and soothe some of this energy. Imagine that you are drawing in the light of the silver moon through the back of the heart. That from your eyebrow center, just above the eyebrow center at the soma chakra, you are releasing honey or the sweet nectar that's nourishing your soul, that's nourishing your heart. 3 more breaths here in Paschimottanasana. And then, my friends, lift the crown, lift the gaze, lift the heart, slide the hands back along your body to come upright. And we're going to fold in the left heel in towards the groin and extend that right leg long. When we have the heel right against our groin, this is called Sidasana. So this is one of the yogi postures for sealing the energy, for holding the energy within the body, for connecting the energies, creating this circuit in which energy is not lost or wasted or depleted. Flex the toes of the right foot, turn the heart over to the right. We're going to fold forward in Janushavasana on this side. So inhale to reach up, and then exhale, reach towards the feet. And then release the arms down towards either the legs or the feet. Heart is now melting towards the knee. Gaze up towards your toes. You can wrap your peace fingers around your toes, your right peace fingers if you wish. And then open the heart, spiraling it over to the left and reach up and over with the left arm. This period leading up to the full moon in Gemini, and then normally sort of 3 days before, 3 days after is when the energy of the moon is in real flux, and you can feel it. That's very raw experience of the energy of the moon. So it might feel unsettling, confusing, kind of a changeable time. Be curious about how you feel. Gemini, as we know, is represented by the twin. The planet associated with Gemini is Mercury, the planet of communication. Inhale back into center, left hand to the earth, right hand to the heart. Inhale, lift the seat, extend through that right leg. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, lift the hips. Option to reach overhead with the right arm. Chandrasana. Waltzing pose. Umbilical pose. Exhale, hand to heart, seat to earth. Cross the left leg over the right leg. Hug in that left knee. Option to keep that right leg extended or fold the right heel in towards the left heel, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Reach out with the right arm, wrap it around the left leg, or bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Open the heart towards the left. Left hand reaches behind. Right hand, bring it into Vayu Mudra by folding in the index finger. Gaze over to the left. Remember to work with the breath. Inhaling to lift and elongate the spine. Exhaling to create a sensation of twisting in the spine over to the left. Deep pranayam here, the Dirga pranayam, 3-part yogic breath will help to accentuate this feeling of massaging the digestive system, easing the wind from the system, so that we're coming to more steadiness, more stability. This change-loving moon is often said to have sort of high energy, mental activity, a sense of quickness to speech, to thought, to action. You may feel that you're more chatty than usual, and more talkative, you're more lively. There's a kind of, it's like a spring in your step, perhaps. There's this restlessness in your energy. You might be more curious and questioning about what's happening around you, your own self. Let's inhale back to center with the head, followed by the heart, followed by the arms and hands down, all the way around to the right. And back to center. From here, my friends, we're going to shuffle that left foot out so that we'll bring the left knee closer to the right knee. Now, there can be a real alignment here. There can be a big gap. Wherever you are, my friends, you can always fold a rolled up blanket underneath that left knee. Or you can extend that right leg long and come into Ardha Gomukhasana, half shoelace pose. Let's lengthen first before we move into Gomukhasana with the arms. Open the heart, the radiant moon filling the heart. So this inquisitiveness, this curiosity, this sort of questioning nature will perhaps lead you to asking some difficult questions of yourself or of other people. The analogy of the mirror, of how one twin mirrors the other, means that sometimes we can either become inward or we can turn outward and see the bigger picture. So we go inward and we might see the inner life more clearly, connect with our inner vision more clearly, or we might turn outward and see the world more clearly. There's this oppositional energy. Let's come into Sukhasana with our arms, open them out wide. Let's flip the left palm and then take the left hand to the middle of the back. Reach up with the right arm and then reach behind to clasp the fingers or take hold of your t-shirt. Keep lifting that right elbow to the sky. Open that right armpit. Sukhasana. Deep breaths here, my friend. Energy of dark and light. Energy of the head and the heart. Energy of courage and fear. Of self-belief and self-doubt. Of truth and illusion. Of inner and outer. Release the right arm up. Open it out. And then with care, release the left arm. Keep the palm facing back for the moment. And then flip it forward. And let's cross the elbows. Hands to the shoulder. This time my left elbow is on top. Actually, let's have my left elbow, right elbow on top actually. And then bring the backs of the hands together or the left fingertips onto the right palm. Bring your arms into Pradasana, eagle arms. Bringing the two halves together. Uniting and integrating the opposite. You hear that inner voice that is critical or repetitive or habitual. And this is your opportunity to turn outward and interrupt these patterns, these inner patterns. If you have patterns, repetitive patterns and behaviors as you in the way that you choose to engage the world, perhaps you disrupt those by turning more inward and having inner reflection. Open out the arms, my friends, and let's release those. Turn the head to the right, to the left, and then back to center. Uncross your legs and come directly onto all fours here into cat-cow, Madhyasana, Decolonising, lifting the tailbone, dipping the lower back, shining the heart, lifting the gaze, and then moving through this cycle, this Sukhasana, 3 times. And then tuck your toes right mountain. The toes rising to mountain. Pedal your feet here. And when you're ready, let's walk our feet to the top of the mat to come into a forward fold here. Walk over to the left with your hands. Through center, over to the right. Back to center. Bend into your knees. And then let's rise up through chair pose, Utkatasana, into standing mountain, Pradasana. And then quarter turn on your mat so that you are now facing the long edge of your mat. And we're going to move across our mat to the left. Standing mountain here, my friends. And let's integrate the twins, these opposites, these polar opposites, the paradox, so that we can draw and find balance here. So that this changeable energy, while it may serve us by inspiring us, by energizing us, by giving us a boost of new ideas, just working with this energy to be creative, but then also working with this energy to find some balance. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, interlace all your fingers and extend the index, Kali Mudra, across the thumb. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here. And then let's take the right foot behind us. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Bend into the left knee. Keep the hands at the heart in Kali Mudra here. Lift the gaze up towards the right and move your hips and your heart to lift up towards the right here. Keep the hands at the heart for steadiness. The two hands together, index fingers coming together, the thumbs crossed, bringing Gemini into balance, into connection. Exhale, bring your gaze down towards the earth. Bring the right foot parallel with the left and take the left foot behind. Come onto the ball of that foot, bend into your knees, and then radiate your heart and gaze up towards the left. So you have a gentle back bend here, as if you're gazing upon the moon. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Inhale, lift through the legs, gaze down, step back to the center, open out the arms to come into Tarasana star pose here. Turn to the left, turn the right foot to a 45-degree angle, hinge over to the left to come into Trikhanasana, triangle pose. Lift your gaze to the sky or keep your gaze parallel, wherever it feels comfortable for your neck, my friend. Exhale, right hand to the earth, left hand to the outside of the left foot to move into pyramid. This intense side stretch. Fold over the left leg. Allow your head to soften, your neck and shoulders to soften. You may rest your hands on bricks or low footstool or some furniture. Lift the earth up towards you if you wish. 3 breaths here in forward fold here. Place your fingertips high up on the earth here and bend into the left knee and then lift the right foot behind you. Coming into standing splits. That left foot can be very high off here, or you can have that big toe softly connected with the earth. Hands can stay on the earth here, or you can wrap one hand around the back of your left leg, or wrap the other hand around the back of your left leg. Standing splits here. And then when you're ready, my friends, let's place the left hand on the earth. 45-degree angle on the left foot. Flex the right foot and bring the right hand to the right hip, or right hand to reach up to come into Chandrasana, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. And remember, that right foot can be on the earth. You can have your left hand on the wall or on some furniture. It is not the support that we seek or that we don't seek that defines our practice as yogis. It is this willingness to recognize how we can move within the asana so that we maintain integrity of the body. Bend into that right knee and bring the right foot to meet the left foot and come into a forward fold here at the back of the mat. Take a moment here. Allow the top of your head to be heavy, your shoulders to soften, arms to be heavy. Perhaps you take hold of opposite arms and opposite elbows and slightly sway from left to right. Release the hands, unfurl the spine to rise up into standing mountain here at the back of your mat. And then quarter turn here so that you are now facing the long edge of your mat again in mountain. Take a moment here. Now we're going to mirror that movement and go back across our mat. Inhale, hands reach up. Interlace all your fingers, release the index, cross the thumbs, Kali Mudra. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Bring the hands to the heart so the elbows are out. Let's take the right foot behind us so that we're on the ball of the right foot. Bend into the knees and then rotate the heart and the gaze up towards the sky to the right, as if you're gazing upon the radiance of the full moon in Gemini. Seeing both faces, well, when we turn one way and then we turn the other way, we're seeing both faces. The two faces of the moon, the two faces and two aspects of Gemini. The dual aspects within us. The hot and cold within us. The yin and yang within us. The dark and light. The self-belief and self-confidence. The self-doubt. Inhale, head back to center. Bring the right foot next to the left. Take a moment and then bend into the left knee. Bring the ball of the left foot behind you. And bend into your knees. And rotate the heart, spiral it up towards the sky to the left. Take your gaze with you. Bend into your knees. There's a gentle back bend and a twist. And your legs are working hard, so there's also a balance here. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Inhaling. Let's come back to center. Release the left foot alongside the right and step across your mat into Tarasana, star pose. Turn the right foot up to the top of your mat. Bring the left foot into a 45-degree angle. Hinge over to the right and exhale. Hand comes down towards the earth. The leg, left arm reaches up. Tripanasana, triangle pose. Gaze can be down to the earth, parallel to the horizon, or up towards the left hand. Exhale, turn the gaze down towards the earth. Bring the left hand to the big toe side of your left foot. Move the right hand to the little toe side of your foot. And step forward slightly with the left foot to come into intense side stretch, pyramid. Fold over the right leg here. Soften through the upper body. Have a bend in that right knee if it feels too intense for the back of your leg. Softness here in the knees will help to encourage you to engage through the feet, through the muscles, rather than relying on your bone structure to hold you here. And from here, my friends, we're going to move into standing splits. So hands on the earth, or raise the earth towards you by using blocks, bricks, a footstool, or some furniture, and then gently bend into the right knee and lift the leg left up behind you. Now that left leg can be anywhere. You can have that right left toe on the earth, slightly lifted, parallel, or reaching up towards the sky, depending on how much flexibility you have there. The work here isn't in what the lifted left leg is doing, but what's happening in the right leg, the balancing leg. Fingertips can stay balancing on the earth, or you could take one hand and wrap it around the back of your right ankle or calf. You may take both hands and wrap them around the back of your calf or ankle. If you lose your balance, use your hands to steady you. Micro movements with the feet. And then let's place the right hand on the earth. Slightly pivot the right foot to a 45-degree angle. Flex the left foot. Bring the left hand to the hips so that we move into Chandrasana. Chandrasana, half moon pose. So here, my friends, this right hand can be on a wall. I mean, I can use the door frame here. The left arm can be reaching up. That right hand can be on some furniture. I can be leaning against a wall here so that the wall is supporting me here. There's lots of ways to find these poses. Om somaya namaha. And then when you're ready, bend into your left knee, bring the left foot to meet the right foot, and come into a forward fold here. Take hold of opposite elbows to bring some heaviness to the upper body. Maybe you sway from left to right very gently. And then release the elbows, unfurl your spine to come up to standing one more time, my friends, to the top of your mat. So this idea of these dual aspects, sometimes contradictory, sometimes complementary. The contradiction might create confusion, indecision, uncertainty. If they're complementary aspects, you may feel more grounded, more balanced. There are strengths in both. Out of confusion comes clarity, a new way of seeing things after having a more deeper exploration or discernment. Inhale, hands to sky. Gentle breath. And exhale, hands to your heart. And Kali Mudra, take a moment here. And quarter turn here to face the long edge of your mat. Keep your hands here at the heart in Kali Mudra, elbows out to the side, bringing in this integration of the dual aspects of duality. Step across your mat here and turn out the toes. Bend into your knees and come into Utkata Kanasana, or Asana, goddess pose here. And sway gently from left to right to find your balance in the center. If you have been feeling confused or unsettled in this time, or will do over the next few days, see this as an opportunity to find or rediscover your purpose, your life's calling. What helps you to feel integrated, to feel at one or in harmony with your true nature, true essence. Open out the arms parallel. Place the left forearm onto the left thigh and reach up and over with the right arm. Let's parallel and then right forearm onto the right thigh, up and over here. Know your legs are feeling it here. Parallel here. Rise up through the legs, come into Tarasana, star pose. Turn to the left and turn the right foot at a 45-degree angle. Bend into the left knee to come into warrior one. So turn the hips so they face the short edge of the mat at the back. Hands reach up. Vayu Mudra. You can interlace your fingers here. Release Kali Mudra, the index, cross the thumbs, reaching up. Exhale, hands to your heart, Kali Mudra at the heart. Take a moment here. Pivot on the ball of your right foot. And we're going to come into warrior three here, my friend. So here, make sure you have enough space in front of you. Remember, you can release your hands to find stability of the wall or of the earth. Bend into that left knee and then lift the right foot up behind you. So the right leg is either parallel to the earth or that right toe is balancing on the earth. Hands are at the heart in Kali Mudra. Crown reaching forward. Now here, my friends, you can keep the hands at your heart, or you can reach forward with your arms to extend the arms in Kali Mudra here. Your option, my friends. Make sure you have lots of space. I'm very close to my beautiful Christmas tree, which I love having in my home. Exhale. Bring the hands back to the heart. Trust you can find the earth behind you with your right toe. And then rise back up into Warrior One. Hands at the heart. And then reach up with the arms. And you may need to adjust your position here. You may have moved around the mat to create more space for you. Exhale, hands to the heart. Open out the arms. Vayu Mudra, Warrior Two. And then let's come into Shanti Warrior here. Peacefulness here. Bring the right hand to the right arm, left arm up and over. You can wrap the right hand, right lower arm around the lower back. And that right hand can come onto your left thigh or the lower back here. Lift the gaze up towards the full moon. Back to parallel, my friends. Warrior Two. Straighten through the legs. Turn the left foot forward. Coming back into Tarasana style pose here. Bend into the knees. Hands at the heart in Kali Mudra. Take a moment here in Utthata Kanasana. You may want to move from left to right a little here. Let's bring the breath back into harmony. And remember that this is an opportunity to listen deeply to what is unknown, to what is unrevealed. This other voice, this other inner, perhaps the inner voice. Or perhaps it may be time to silence that inner voice if it is critical and judgmental. Take a moment here. Open out the arms. And let's bring the right forearm onto the right thigh. Reach up and over with the left arm. Through center, left forearm, left thigh. Reach up and over with the right arm. Let's flow like this in both directions 3 times. Create this idea of fullness, of expansion here. I know the thighs are feeling it, so straighten through the legs. Come into Tarasana, standing star here. And let's turn the left toes forward to a 45-degree angle. Right toes pointing forward. Turn the hips and pelvis to the short edge of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Coming into Warrior One. Virabhadrasana. Interlace your fingers. Cross the thumbs. Extend the index, Kali Mudra. From here, we're going to move into Warrior Three. Virabhadrasana 3. Exhale, hands to your heart. And now again, you may need to adjust here. So see what you need to do. What kind of space do you need here? Pivot on the ball of your left foot. Bend into your right knee. Hop slightly. And then come into Warrior Three. Hands at the heart here. You may be making micro movements with the right leg. Bend into the right knee. Crown is reaching forward. Left toes reaching back. Hands at your heart. Or you can use the wall. Place the hands on the earth or the wall. Or bring that left toe slightly closer to the earth. Or perhaps it rests on a bit of furniture behind you. If I had my sofa there, I could always put the toe on my sofa to balance me, steady me, anchor me. Reach forward with your arms if you wish in Kali Mudra. extend the energy, draw out the energy, reach from one end to the other, and then we're going to hug everything into the middle. Trust you can find the earth behind you with your left toes. Coming back into warrior one with hands at the heart in Kali Mudra. Reach up. And then exhale to open out the arms into warrior two. Left hand to the left leg, up and over with the right. Perhaps you'll wrap the left arm around the lower back and bring the left fingertips onto the right thigh, gazing down or up towards the full moon. Whatever feels comfortable for your neck, my friends. And into warrior two. Straighten through the legs, turn the toes in, hands in Kali Mudra to the heart. Hinge from the hips so that the crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back here. Look ahead, just above your gaze on the earth. And then look behind you and notice that you're going to leave what's behind and look to what is coming. Remember, this moon is an opportunity for self-inquiry, to explore the raw emotions, to let go of old ways of thinking or feeling or believing. Exhale, hands to the earth. Heel, toe, feet closer together until you come into Malasana, Yogi squat. Remember, you can come directly to the earth here, or you can sit on a cushion or a bolster. Hands in Kali Mudra here. Slow down and be present here. Let's moving into the closing this year with this full moon and beginning anew as we move into the winter solstice and come out the other side when the days begin to lengthen and the nights begin to shorten. Release your hands. Let's come directly onto the earth. Place your feet on the earth, knees bent. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, and let's come into my least favorite asana, Sukhasana, boat pose. It's my challenge. Hands reach out. You can have them in Vayu Mudra. You can interlace your fingers and have them in Kali Mudra. You can have your hands at your heart. Explore, my friends, where you want to be. Lift one leg and then bring that down. Keep the core engaged by drawing the navel in. Lift the other leg down. And then when you're ready, my friends, you can lift both legs and you can go as high as you like. We're all in different places with this pose. Your hands can be at the back of your thighs. You can stay with one leg lifted. Wherever you are, it's where you are. Silence the self-critical voices, the judgmental voice inside. There are often this push and pull on us. Sometimes this push and pull helps to draw us into new directions. Sometimes it keeps us stuck in old patterns. Decide what is to be released and what is helpful to you at this full moon. Exhale, let's lower down to the earth. And we're coming into bridge pose. Satu Bandhasana. The bridge pose is the bridge between the duality, between the paradox, embracing the difference, bringing the separation into connection. Place your hands on the earth. Press through the hands, the forearms. Tilt the pelvic bowl by drawing the navel in towards you, and then peel the hips and pelvis off the earth and your spine one vertebrae at a time. You can bend into your elbows, press into your upper arms to create a scaffold here.
Keep lifting the hips and pelvis, tucking the chin into the throat. Imagine you are squeezing a block between your thighs. Toes pointing forward. You may interlace your fingers behind you, below you, coming into Kali Mudra. Interlacing the fingers, releasing the index, crossing the thumbs. Keep lifting the hips and pelvis. Om Som Somaya Namaha. I bathe in the full radiance of the moon. Release your mudra if you have your hands together, and then lower the vertebrae one at a time to the earth. And then soften here for a few moments. Hug your knees in into Kanasana, a wind-relieving pose. Perhaps you gently roll on your lower back from left to right. Perhaps you lift your chin, tuck your chin in, and bring your eyebrow center towards the knees. And then let's release to the earth, extend the arms long, legs long. And moving into Shavasana, this opportunity for integration on the mat, for bringing everything together that we have explored in our practice with our breath, our asana, our mantra. Om Som Somaya Namaha. And as you lie here on the earth for the last few minutes of our practice together, explore the feeling of the full moon at the heart. The cool rays that gaze upon you. Bring your mind's awareness to the soma chakra, just above the third eye and below the hairline. And almost turn your eyes up towards that spot with your eyes closed. And as you inhale, draw down the nectar, the amrita. Nourish your whole being, all aspects of your being, left and right, dark and light, hot and cold, yin and yang, Ida and Pingala, creative and conscious. The inner and the outer, the intuitive and the wise, the truth and delusions, the inhale and the exhale, the welcome and the letting go. 3 more breaths here, my friend. And then begin to curl and uncurl your fingers and toes. Sway your head from left to right. Hug everything in with your next in-breath. Roll over onto the left side. Rest there momentarily in Sleeping Krishna. And then with helping hands, rise up into Sukhasana.
Hands in your Vayu Mudra. Index finger folded, thumb to a knuckle. Palms face up or face down. Inhale, hands to your heart. Closing our practice by chanting Om Som Somaya Namaha 3 times and then Om Shanti. Inhale to prepare. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, my beautiful friends. Thank you for joining me today. Happy moon, happy full moon to you.